Hey everybody, oh my gosh, YouTube, what's going on? It's me, Tony. I'm back. It's been quite some time. I know that I said that in my last video that it's been a while, but now it has officially really been a while. In fact, I think it's been about 6 months. So I said I got to get myself back on here and make the mother of all update videos for you guys. Okay, my apologies for not being around and making videos on a regular basis, but your girl has been extremely busy. I've gone back to school and the program that I'm a part of is accelerated as F, okay? Basically I have a test every single week, several of them, and it's intense. So been head to books. So anyway, taking a quick break actually from my books right now, and I said let me go ahead, do a video, but let me try to slap myself together and look like something so I can do that for you. And here I am. So guess what right around this time is? It's my 2-year Sisterlock anniversary. Yes, it has been 2 years. Been Sisterlocked in February of 2017 and it is now March 2019. Yeah, so it's 2 years and look, oh my goodness, it's a quite a bit of a difference that I'm happy with. Let's see, shrinkage is still my nemesis. Well, I guess I have learned to appreciate it now and it doesn't really bother me too much, but it's just a difference. So right now my hair is laying this way because I did do a braid out. I tend to do that a little bit more frequently now after I wash my hair. Well, not directly after I wash my hair. Yeah, after I wash my hair, I do that. After it dries a little bit, I'll just braid it up. I've played around with braiding it and then kind of bringing the ends under. I've braided it and I've done a bantu knot with it, but you guys, my hair, my scalp is so sensitive. Any type of manipulation, anytime I have my hair up into anything, it hurts. So I'll try to do that for a day and I don't know, I guess I think good thoughts to make the pain go away. But yeah, so I've stopped doing the bantu knots and I've just let it, you know, just done the braid outs and kind of tried to bring them under. This time around I just braided it, but I didn't bring them under. I just kind of let them just sit there. And I don't know, I guess the difference is that it doesn't have this weird bend in it because I don't have any rubber bands, like little, you know, small enough ones. So I just have the what are those things called? Gosh, I swear my brain is just in another zone nowadays. Pipe cleaners. I have pipe cleaners, so I'll take them under and I'll just wrap them this way. Me doing a braid out saves my life for about a week. It allows me to have some stretch because if otherwise, trust me, it'll look like my hair was 6 months ago. But on that note about the growth, you really don't notice it until you know, I'm sure you've heard of this before, but you don't notice it until you look at old videos or you look at old pictures of yourself. Because sometimes in my mind I can think, oh, you know, not much has changed, but if I really, you know, stop and take a look, I'm like, yeah, it has. So anyway, that's, I guess, the magic of the second year. The first year kind of felt like I was maybe expecting more, and then I think what happens is you kind of forget about it and life happens, and you definitely forget about it once life happens. So on to what so many people were so kind enough to give me encouraging words and their comments and everything over my locks in the edge department thinning. I made sure that I did my hair similarly to the last video so you could see the difference, but I think at the end of this I'm gonna kind of mix it up and just show you like different things, like different styles that I do. I don't do that many styles. So thank you guys for that. So my concern was my edges looking like they were disappearing and spaces in the front, and I was scheduled to see a dermatologist and I didn't go. I did not go to see that dermatologist. Reason being, I had some crazy things just happen around the same time, you know, life, and also finances at the time were kind of tight. And I kind of just kept living my life. What I had spoken to my loctician about at the time was, you know, for her to do a little less rotations and kind of ease up on that, and that's what happened. And in that time, well, gosh, I think in the same month, it was in August. August is when I learned how to do the self-retightening. I took the course. So I think that video, I don't know why I feel like the video I made was in April, but it couldn't have been because I posted it fairly shortly after I recorded it, and the video I think went up in August. Y'all know me and my timelines. If you remember me, it's been so long with my videos. My timelines are off. Anyway, the point of the matter is I did not seek any help with what was going on with my scalp. I kind of just felt like I would take over seeing, you know, well, washing more frequently because I wasn't washing my hair that often, and also to reduce the amount of rotations, and also to moisturize. I forgot. You know, I'm going to have to drop a whole lot of links at the bottom of this video too to let you know what products I use and who and all that. Royal Goddess is one of the oils that I started to use, and I just started to pay attention to it. But anyway, to let you guys know, it's like there's some change that happened and not change that happened, but I'm not upset. Like, I'm not sad about it. I'm actually quite comfortable with my hairline that I'm about to show you, and I still do a number of styles. I put my hair all the way up to the top, I do it half up, I push it back this way, I wear, like, you know, like a loose messy bun, and I don't curl. So anyway, here goes. Let's show you. Let me show you. So I feel like just time and my hair growing itself is kind of just compensated for these spaces. If you see flakes, don't flip out. That's just me needing to wash. Okay, so obviously if I do a part like this is drastic. This looks odd. But when in the heck am I ever really gonna do something like that? Like, that's not gonna happen. It hasn't happened. And no, the wind does not come and just blow these few locks this way and leaves these here. So I have the rest of my hair that comes down and covers in. And if you can see, if I was to go up with it, you know, I can still place it how I like it, and it's fine. Now, that was the good side, or the side that had less of that spacing. Here's the other side that I was more frustrated with. But as you can see, with just a loose pull, right, it looks aight. And also, if I really was to go in here like this, yeah, I guess that space is still there. But once again, Miss Tony is never gonna just be doing a style where I have all of this and then just this just dropping down like this. Like, that's not gonna happen. And also at different times during the month when I have my hair retightened or like freshly done, it looks different from when it like needs to be done, and then there's like little pieces growing up in here. But honestly, like, I don't know. I think it's a function of me having longer hair now, and then also, you know, the way that it would lay, that it doesn't bother me. Like, if I did do that, because sometimes I will, sometimes I will pick up just a section in here and have, you know, this kind of thing happening right? Right here. But, you know, I would section this off a little bit better, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I have coverage, so I'm not mad about it anymore, or I'm not concerned. It's just, it is what it is. Like I mentioned in prior videos, I did have a little situation at birth where my hair was removed, and the follicles, I feel like they had damage to them. So ever since that time, they didn't come in the way the rest of my hair came in. So I feel like me not stressing the area so much, not pulling and putting too much tension on it, has really just helped. And then the fact that my hair is longer, it just, to me, covers it up, and it is a nice, is a good. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I tend to do that sometimes. But yeah, so that's that update. What else do I want to tell you? Yeah, I spoke to you about the growth and the shrinkage. You know, I wrote something down over here so I wouldn't forget. I retighten myself, so I do that every 4 to 5 weeks. And what tools do I use? I do have the official Sisterlock tool. I haven't used that in a bit because I got the what the hell is it called again? I'm gonna stop this video and piece these things together. It's Araji, tribal something or another's. I'm gonna write it in the bottom. It's a handmade tool. It basically has a hook in it that's similar, like if you could think of a needle, yeah, not a crochet needle, but like if you could think of like just a regular sewing needle that has an eye through it, so your lock goes through it, and then, you know, you do your thing. I find that to be easier than the Sisterlock tool. The Sisterlock tool did, you know, just to open the latch on it, to press it down, I felt like, you know, I'd be stabbing my finger and I'd have a little callus in it. And also sometimes it would hook onto the lock, but then in the process of bringing it through, it wouldn't be on the lock anymore. And sometimes instead of being like on the lock, it would go through it and pierce it and rip, and it wasn't fun. And then this one is a little bit flatter, so you could probably get around a few more times if you needed to, which you shouldn't always do, as I'm hearing and seeing. You know, you don't want to make your locks be too tight where there's no space for you to go through again. It's just too much tension. And then the other thing that I've oh my gosh, that another beautiful YouTuber on here, I'm also gonna have to find her video, tag her, put her name down in here. She was the one who showed me the tutorial on crocheting your locks that needed repair, or your locks that broke off and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely have had that. You guys may have experienced that, where a lock just wants to like kind of like thin out somewhere in the middle. You usually probably see that more so around your hairline, or maybe, you know, back here, where it's like you have a good structure, like a good base, and then all of a sudden, pew, it's like really thin, and then, you know, like within like a week or two, it's just gonna pop off, and you're gonna be there like, what do I do with just this piece of lock now? Now my lock is up to here, and you just walk around with short locks. No, no more. You can reattach the piece that fell off, and I definitely have done that to quite a few. I actually, well, not quite a few, I've done that to like 3 or so. But in the process, okay, little side note, in the process of me learning how to self-retighten, Lord have mercy, has that been a process of trying to do that on my own. My gosh. Okay, so when you first go to, don't mind me, when you first go to the course and you learn it and you figure it out, or if you're one of these who, you know, watches a video and you try to do it on your own, I don't advise, listen, I'm not giving anyone any advice, period. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not trying to get in trouble over here. But when you try to do something for the first time, you're gonna make mistakes. You are gonna go and grab up other hairs. You're gonna marry locks together. So, I always used to say to myself, when I first was doing it and I was messing up quite a bit, I'd just like get frustrated and I'd say, you know what, I'm just gonna end up with one big lock on my head because I'm gonna end up joining them all together. And yes, I have joined together way more than I can count. I can't even tell you how many are together that are just like, the two-headed, two-tailed locks, whatever you want to call them. I have a lot of those bad boys. And as of late, or the last time I retightened, some of them got to the point where they're long enough now that I could just, go ahead and get rid of that extra one. And guess what? I'm saving them in case I have a lock emergency and something pops off, or, for the ones that actually did break off because, well, I guess they got thin at the base. Is that the right way to call it? They got thin at the base because as I was going around through them and they may have gotten attached to other locks, I used to separate them and rip them. Listen, I have a lot of locks. I have a lot of hair. My hair, as you can see, is pretty dense. So to lose a few, it's all right. But anyway, now that I have these spare locks, the hair that grows and then comes back, gets a little bit longer, I'll be able to make those reattachments. And I'm going to show you what that tool is. That's a little crocheting tool. Hold on. If you've seen this YouTuber, you know about this. The heck are these called? Can you see? Let me take it out of the packaging, but it is a 0.35 millimeter crocheting tool, and I can't remember the woman who sells this, but I will put that at the bottom too, and I'll also have to tag the lady who made the videos showing us this. But it's just so cool. You basically, wherever it is broken at, or you need to attach, you just go in with it and you just go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and magic, your lock is attached. So yeah, I'm gonna tag that, put a link to that video for you guys to see. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it, you guys. Sisterlock 2-year anniversary thinning locks update. They're doing what they want to do. I'm just living life with them. I'm not stressing about anything. I am caring for my locks the best way I know how. And that's about it. If you have any questions, wait, let me do this again. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I have not been on social media. I have not been making videos. Like I said, my head has been in the books, focused. So I don't know how to act right now. So editing this should be pretty interesting. But anyway, if you have any questions or anything like that, or you just want to say, hey, go ahead, feel free. Thanks for watching. The music's playing in my head. And then I'm going to add it on later. Or not. Wait, there was one thing I was going to tell you. This always happens to me. Oh, I think I'm going to come back and show you some other styles, but that's not what I was going to tell you. Anyway, till next time. Oh wait, that's what I was going to say. If you, I don't know, if you want to see me do something like I really don't do much. I do the braid out and that's it. But if you would care to see a crazy video like that, I won't make it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll see about that, because that takes a long time and y'all can see those videos anywhere. I'll just keep you updated on the progress. And if you have questions about where to get your locks done, or I don't know, maybe retightening or whatever, Sisterlock sisters, y'all could ask. All right, have a great day. Bye. Alright, so here's some B-roll for my, I can't even think about what I was just about to call myself. Perfectionist. B-roll for my perfectionist ASS, okay? Because I was looking at the last video a second ago and I was like, wait a minute, why do I have some hair going this way and that way? I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to do a proper length check for you so you could get a good look. Yeah. Don't mind my accents, alright? Into the back. Right? There you can see. We got some length. As our girl Britannia would say, right? But anyway, yeah. I looked at the video and I was like, you can't really see the full extent. You get a feeling, but not the whole thing. It's not down here or nothing. You know, you couldn't see this because I kind of had it catched in a weird way. I told you, it's been a long time since I've done videos, so this is what you get. Alright. Let's do this way. By tomorrow, this will be up here. So, I'm back. But not really. I'm just here trying to show you some different styles, different ways that I style, or I don't style my hair. God, I'm serious that it has been a long time since I've done a video. I can't speak on these anymore. Different ways that I wear my hair. That's better. Part in the middle. It's very simple. Because when I retighten my hair, that's basically what I do. I put the part down and then I part it here and kind of work in 4 sections, 4 to 6 sections. Okay, then the other one is really not that much of a difference from what you just saw a second ago, except it's trying to be like the full comb over, the full sweep, side sweep. I got this, there's another YouTuber, I don't remember her name, sorry, but you probably know who I'm talking about because she's another one who inspired me to get my Sisterlocks in the first place. She does that swoop over like that and it just looks so lovely on her, and I remember that I couldn't wait until my hair got long enough for me to be able to do that and actually have some hair flip over to the side, so that's another thing that I do. And the other one is basically just a half up, half down kind of thing. Yeah. As you can see, I get my strategery on over here, and you know, I would take some sort of I keep saying I need to find a good edge situation, but I don't. I usually just grab some oil and some water and I just do that. So that's another. And then the final one is this. I'm just kidding. I'm halfway. I'm in the process of doing the high bun, the high messy bun, which is not fun to get started, really, because you got to hang upside down and you have to find a hair tie band thing that's large enough to accommodate your whole entire head. And yeah, that's basically the other thing that I do like this. And I would sometimes be, yeah, neat about that. And then I might take another, I didn't really do this too carefully right now because I was just trying to do it on camera, but you get the idea, right? That's it. Those are my main go-tos. I don't do much more than that. Alright.